Hi. Hi, Jose. Hi, Villain. Hi, Muffin. Hi, Animatter. Hi. Welcome in. I hope your day's going good. How you doing? How we feeling? Ah, Sap. Yes, this is Sap. A wild Sap appears. Mm-hmm. It's an art stream. It's been a minute since I did an art stream. But yeah, I just been really these last few days I've been really into just like drawing again. I don't know. Hey, yo, who's that? Yeah, yeah. We're gonna get into this. Oh shit! I meant to pull it up to have it ready to show you guys, but yeah. Okay, everybody. Hi. I don't know if you've been to an art stream. I think most of you have, but I'm pretty into my own OCs and stories. So let me just give a quick rundown of this guy because I haven't talked about him like at all on stream, and you probably don't even recognize him because again I'm reworking him, and that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna be drawing him, reworking with him. Yeah. So his name's Simon. He was like one of my first OCs ever. Hold on. I wonder if I can pull it up on the internet quick and show you guys like what he looked like. Whew, it's old. Let's see. Gosh, how do I even find like my old account? This is on DeviantArt. Like I have to go to DeviantArt to find this. He's so old. So that is Simon the Goat. Hell yeah. Simon, does he have a child? No, he doesn't. You're trying to be a normal person, but Saphyre drops another banger of a character to sip over. Aw, he's Simon. Damn. I'll do whatever he says. Oh god. God, I want to talk about it, but like my brain's too stupid. Like I can't type for my old DeviantArt and try and tell you his lore at the same time. Fuck. Hold on. How can I find my old DeviantArt? Is it like oh, that might have worked. Hold up. Okay, well I found my old DeviantArt. Hopefully no one's trying to message it because I can't log into it. I realized that there still says like open messages and shit. Oh god, we gotta go back. Like back to see the first iteration of Simon. And he is, I'll warn you now, it's pretty cheesy, his lore. Pretty, maybe a little bit cringe. Maybe. But like, sometimes you gotta embrace that and just understand that like in middle school things are gonna become cringe eventually. You're just gonna be like, yeah, you know what? Actually, that was awful. Oh boy. Okay, I did find one of his art from the Middle Ages. Yes. Yes, exactly. Okay. Let's see now. Ba, ba, da, da, da. Okay. Oh boy. Hold on. I can make it a little. I mean, you don't need it bigger, really. Let's be honest. But yeah, so that was his very first iteration. Was like this. He also had fingerless gloves on and blue jeans and Converse. Like that's the bit you can't see. Oh wait, actually, can I? This is fine, right? Hold on. Yeah, okay. So, oh yeah, there's another old piece of him. Go back. Take me back. I want to be monkey. Ooh, this old shit here. Is this like his full body? Yeah. So so that was his first iteration. I made him probably like when I was in middle school. He's pretty edgy, yeah. He had fingerless gloves on. Oh, I could tell. Hell yeah. Yeah, yeah. Didn't need to see. I already knew. Mm. And then what is it? I think like maybe I don't think it was 2020, but he did get a redesign. Hold on, let me try and find that one now. I did redesign him. It might have been in 2018 and not 2020. But it's been a few years even since like I did a redesign of him. Oh, wait, I think I still have like the actual thingy for it for Photoshop. Hold up. Stay strong. No. Ah. So then I redesigned him like this. Oh, hi, Raven. Welcome in. So this was his look. I don't know. Like I said, I think it was maybe 2018, maybe 2020 during the Rona where I reworked him. Because basically Simon's always been that character for me where it's like... And what is it? Like, there's an artist I look up to, June. Jinja Ninja. Maybe you know her by. But she was like, you gotta, like, make a character sometimes. Like, if you're in an art slump, you should design a character that's just for you, right? Like, ignore, like, is this a good design? Is this cringy? It does. If you like it, you should just make him that way. And Simon's always been that character for me. He's just, like, always been my best friend. You know, the character where I'm like, Simon would do that. Like, how do you explain it? But anyway. And so, like, the other night I was drawing this, I'm like, I don't like this anymore. So we're reworking him. And that's what led to this now. Because the red had to go, first of all, because it's not my favorite color. At least not anymore. So that's why he has orange hair now. He also, I noticed something else. Like, every time, like, I rework him, he looks a little older. And I think it's because I'm getting older. And I want him to be, like, my age-ish, you know? So he gets a little bit older each time I rework him. But basically, the world lore for him was like... He had... Listen. In the original Simon design, he had purple eyes. And I was like... Red and blue make purple. Yeah, I'm not sure what eye color I'm going to give him here yet. I don't know yet. I don't really want to do the red and blue again. I think heterochromia is still pretty cool, but like the red and blue don't make as much sense anymore because I'm gonna do orange. Because orange is my favorite color, so I don't know for sure what eye color we're doing. Maybe gray or blue. I think those eye colors are really pretty. But anyway, right, his lore, right? Because that's the part everyone loves, right? So basically, I had written Simon to be in a story. Back when I first wrote the story, it didn't have, like, a title or anything. It was just gonna be, like, a little slice-of-life thing where maybe, like, some spooky or supernatural things happened in the school. And Simon was, like, the edgy emo scene kid and everything. And then there was gonna be one day where a new kid comes to school and Simon, like they just kind of click together, right? Like, this new kid. And he's like, they become like friends overnight, right? They're best friends. Like, they're into art together. They love the same music. Like, and he gets her and she gets him. And so Simon's like, finally, I don't feel alone. Like, I have a friend. But then, like, he goes back to school the next day and she's not there and no one knows who she is. And everyone's like, dude, are you okay? Like, who are you talking about? And like, the world is existing as if she never existed. And he's like, that doesn't make sense. Like, she went to school with us. Like, and so he starts like trying to figure out what happened. Simon's brother is like, are you sure you didn't dream it? And he's like, I'm sure. Like, I'm so sure. And the brother's like, you don't have any proof though. And so Simon goes on this, he's like trying to figure out like how to find proof that this girl existed and like, where did she go? What is this conspiracy theory? And weird things keep happening at the school, or like everyone else has their own shit going on. like, I don't know, in one of the drafts I was gonna have, like, every student there was not human, and, like, no, but nobody knew, like, right? Like, Simon was gonna be the only human at that school. But eventually I changed it to, like, where they're nearly all human. There's just a few stragglers in there. But anyway, eventually Simon finds this key, and it unlocks his memory that this girl did really exist. So now he's like looking for other keys because he's like, well, I'll unlock more clues if I keep finding the keys. And eventually he finds a key that unlocks a door that he didn't know existed. And it goes into this... How do I explain it? Like, not... It's like a space between spaces. Like, the border between realities. And he realizes like there's a whole bunch of different timelines, and the timelines keep getting reset. Like a liminal space? Yeah, maybe that's the word I'm looking for. Like I said, this story, I don't know, maybe it's a little cringy, but anyway. And so, like, he figures out, like, the girl that he was looking for was the author of the story that he's in, and he realizes he's just a character in the story. Because, like, I had that, when I was writing it, I was like, you know how sometimes authors have, like, self-inserts? Well, what happens when they eventually, like, change it and that self-insert isn't there anymore? And, like, those characters all just... What if, like, a character remembered, though? I guess. It's hitting a lot of those trout boxes, but nothing wrong. Yeah. So it was just, like... It was kind of like, what if Simon didn't forget that, like, I had a self-insert character and, like, we were best friends and, like, now he's sad that his friend isn't there anymore? I don't know. Maybe it's really stupid and cheesy, but I guess to me it's always, like, comforting. Like, so I invented my own comfort character. And so Simon then, because that girl he was looking for was the author of the story, is me, right? And so, like, I didn't want him to forget, so I just gave him the powers to not forget, and now he kind of became a deity of my world order. Like, when there's an event that has to happen and it's canonical, but I'm like, I don't know how that would happen. Like, I don't, it's just like, Simon did it. Simon made sure that in all of my stories, when there's something canonical, Simon makes sure it happens. Does that make sense? It's really dumb. But anyway, so that's what Simon's lore is that he's the deity of world order for all my OC worlds. And even, like, in his own, like, home world, the storyline he's from was gonna be called Nothing But a Regular Ordinary. And so, like, even in that one, like, he keeps opening doors and, like, trying to find a timeline where, like, he and this girl can be together, but, like, there just isn't one because she's not meant to be in those stories. If that makes sense. As far as I'm concerned, JK really should have taken notes. Oh, thanks, man. But thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I'm sorry, I'll quit babbling and actually get to drawing now. I'm sorry. That took way too long. But it's like, I don't know. I really like it. I don't know if anyone else would like it. But that's Simon's lore. He's the deity of world order. So I want to make, like, this was kind of like going to be his deity clothes on this one. We also need to design, like, his school clothes, like this high school stuff, because he is a high schooler, at least in the story. When he's like, because he doesn't tell anybody he's a god, because he wants, like, the timelines to work out where no one dies, no one gets lost, we don't lose anyone in the space-time continuums. So he is still going to high school and trying to make things normal for everybody. He just resets the timeline in that world when things don't go the way he wants them to. I just let him do that. He can reset the timeline in, that OC world, but, like, in the other ones, like in Vampire Checkmate and in Shrew King, he only sets up the canonical stuff. His deity clothes. This is sounding concerningly Homestuck. I'll be real, I don't know anything about Homestuck. Oh. But yeah. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk and listening to me ramble. It's always fun to, like, just talk about OCs and their weird, stupid stories. So Simon is just kind of basically a comfort character that I invented for myself. And so his design is going to be very much like, do I like that? Alright, he can have it. I love him. Like, I had, and like, his brother too. In the original draft, he didn't have a brother. But now he does, because it helps with the story more. I'm only memeing. Nothing particularly wrong with Homestuck, just dedicated fans are a big grading back in the day. Yeah. No, I know, I've heard tale of the Sharpie bath and whatnot. To dye their skin gray and stuff. I've heard these. What's Homestuck? You know, I'm not even entirely sure. It's some kind of book, I assume. Isn't it getting like an animated thingamabob? An animated series or something? That like, oh, what's her name? The girl who did Hell of a Boss and Has Been Hotel, Vivzy Pop, isn't she getting to work on it? It wasn't actually a book. Oh! Like a web, it was a web something, right? I guess I just assumed book. I feel like I tried reading it at some point, but I gave up. Oops, I don't want it like that, actually. There we go. Like that. I have no idea what kind of colors I'm doing. Well, it was adapted into a book, but yeah. Like Worm? Worm? Oh, Worm? Oh, Worm? Oh, Worm? Oh, these were other hairs I did for him that I ended up not liking. This middle one is probably the closest to what he did have back in the second iteration of Simon. Based on a format that became too popular to do what it originally set out to. Oh. This does sound interesting. And then Homestuck goes deep, apparently. Whoops. There we go. Get rid of those two. I know I want him to have claws, too. That's the other thing. He needs to have claws. Okay, the original idea was set up a simple premise, accepting anonymous responses for what the characters would do. This predates Homestuck by like 6 stories. Original website was MS Paint Adventures. Oh my god, wait, it was like a choose your own adventure and they were just letting people like vote on what they did? That's kind of cool though. I finally found some new royalty-free music too. At least I'm gonna pray this is royalty-free. Cry if it's not. But I know this guy has done, like, royalty-free stuff. So I'm hoping that Spotify wasn't pulling my leg when it said, yep, nope, that's royalty-free. It got really popular, so they would get hundreds of responses instead of just, like, the 1 or 2 per page. Oh. Damn. Huh. I had no idea about that Homestuck. Ooh. That's actually... So I realize his ears are covered, so let me get a copy of this so we can see how his earrings are too. Homestuck was around that point, so they were taking input from masters, but ultimately just doing their own thing to tell their story. Oh. Oh. Okay, I think I see what you're saying. There is something like, oh, poetically ironic about, like, the guys being like, shit, it's too popular, you know? fuck, we can't even do what we want to do anymore. It's too popular. That's cool, actually. Very Miles. All the older MS Paint adventures were kind of wacky and silly from update to update. I guess as it should be. Okay, let me give a try at doing some of his, like, more, like, I'm going to school clothes. I didn't warm up, so, like, this will kind of help me warm up a little bit. They went from story to story. The overarching plots became more elaborate. Homestuck was the culmination of that. History here. Ooh, that's why I had a fluffy brush. There we go. I always gave Simon, like, for his casual clothes that I would wear in high school. Like, he basically dresses the way I did, but, like, the male equivalent, I guess. Because no one understood me, bro. Like, he got me. He was the only person that got me. We'll put the stripes on later. Ivan actually was really into it. I read a few hundred updates, but never finished. A few hundred! Is Simon going to be canon in the tree? Yeah. Simon is canon, and he's canon to every story, but he's not in them. Simon is the one that helps me make sure the events happen. It's like, he's a fictional character, so he can jump from each of my fictional worlds to make sure they stay in order. He, like, makes sure that the canon events happen, if that makes sense. Most of the updates are things like telling characters to move around an area, pick up an item, have them doing whatever. Ah, I see. Sometimes there were videos, animations, entire games made in Flash. Oh my god. Yeah, I do remember there was, like... Because, I mean, probably... Of course, I have no idea when it was, but I do know when there was one major Homestuck update. Because I was on Tumblr at the time, and Tumblr would not shut up about that animation that came out of it. So it must have been a huge-ass animation for an update one time. But that is cool. A few hundred. There were apparently over 8,000 pages. Yeah. No, I heard... What was it? Somebody told me once that Homestuck was, like, the longest book ever written. Quote-unquote on book, but you know what I mean. Like, the longest thing written. Like, people who read that read the equivalent of reading, like, the Bible 1,000 times over, or whatever the fuck it was. It was, like, some ridiculous number to make you go, whoa, what? You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean. was like some just big, huge, ridiculous number. You got the Monster Energy, like, cap. Having enrichment time in my enclosure. Fans be fans, over-exaggerating. It's true. Some of it might have been over-exaggerating, but I do know that Homestuck was very long. And there's definitely some statistic out there about it being, like, one of the longest fucking things ever. How many money to draw them bruh. Hi. Oh, hey, it's Quint. I don't know. I don't know how much money it would take me to draw them pregnant. That is a question that I've never been posed before. I'll get back to you in 3 to 5 business days. How long did I make it over here? Like, okay. Thought I had internet, but I guess not. Oh, hi, Rusu. Welcome in. I will return 3 advisors and ask this question again. Alright, thank you, man. Appreciate you. The technician came to fix network. Problem came back. Oh, hi. Well, that sucks. I'm sorry, Rusu. I feel like you had internet issues not too long ago, too. That sucks, man. I'm sorry. Asking for myself. What? Asking what? Did YouTube bonk you or did I miss something? I can't take the Japanese test to get certified this year. I just... Oh no! But like get certified to what? Is it like certified to teach? That's wild. Imagine you just finished learning it. You're like, nah, I'm gonna teach it. It got censored. You know, that checks out. That checks out. Sorry to show I can speak the language. I assume they ask what anime you like on the Japanese test, and if you answer wrong, they just deport you. Jesus. Certified, I guess, saying you can speak in our language. Like, why is that a thing? Because I don't know. Because I know, like, at least because I work at a bank, right? So if you apply for, like, to be a bilingual banker or whatever, there is a test they make you do to make sure you can actually speak that language before they start paying you the extra amount, you know? I knew the test was coming up in December, so I was like, alright, I got 2 months. Let me look at the registration. Registration for that test only happens twice a year and puts up 4 months. Oh. Is useful for showing employers. Okay, so it is like that. See if you're gay at your bank. What? No, not gay. To see if you're bilingual. Stop. Bilingual, 2 languages, dos language. Man, I wish I could, like, speak another language good enough to, like, use it, I guess. Because, I mean, you guys, at least the people who have been in here a bit before, it's like, you guys know that I was trying to learn Japanese, but I was, like, trying to learn on my own, using apps, you know, being really, like, slow about it. But, like, damn. There's times, like, I wish I could, like, I guess Spanish is a big one at the bank I work at. Also Hmong, speaking Hmong, or Somalian, I guess a lot of people use around me too. So being able to, like, do any of those would really help. You look like type. Is it because I have anime eyes? Is that what gave it away? The fact that I'm a literal anime character on your screen right now? Is that what gave it away? Oh, but Muffin, that was another question I was gonna ask. Like, why did you start learning Japanese? Like, is it... Because, like, you know, it's like because when I said I want to learn Japanese, everyone's like, oh, it's because, like, you watch anime and you just want to be Japanese. And I'm like... I mean, I kind of want to go to Japan, but okay, sure. Let's just say it's because I'm a weeb. But, like, why was it for you? Is it to go to Japan? I know you were going to go. Very easy reason. I was going to go to Japan. All right. That's a solid reason. Man, I'd like to go to Japan too. It just seems so cool. I want to go to the Higurashi town, whatever its real name is. I saw some people posting pictures of it on TikTok because they were there for vacation or whatever. And, like, there's a shrine that has, like, Higurashi collectibles in it and shit. It's really cute. It's like they know who they are and they're happy about it. Started studying 9 months in advance. Hell yeah. That's how you be prepared, bruh. Sheesh. That's cool, though. I think another language that I always really wanted to speak was... I mean, German would be cool to know, because that's a lot of my heritage, is sprechen Sie Deutsch, you know? But, like, my grandma spoke Norwegian, but I never learned from her. She, like, passed away before I got old enough to really retain anything. But she spoke Norwegian. Which is crazy, because it's like, yeah, she knew Norwegian. And I think maybe that was her first language, was Norwegian. And then she learned English and became an English teacher here. I sprechen Sie Deutsch, yeah. I got a coworker planning a trip next year and trying to convince him that the sooner he starts properly studying. Yeah, no, for real, for real. Like, I know, I've seen in Japan, like, they always have, like, this... They try to be tourist friendly, from what I see. And I'm no expert. But, like, I learned that it's like, even if you don't speak Japanese, you have a chance of being able to navigate. Because they color code so much stuff. So it really helps. Of course, Muffin wouldn't fucking know German. You know who knew German? And, like, I was talking to him about it once, was Wafit. I haven't seen him in forever. But there was, like, one stream where it was just me and him chilling. And he was like, I'm about to go take my, like, N2 test for German. I was like, holy shit, good luck, or whatever. Like, I think N2 is the right verbiage. Like, it wasn't the low test, and it wasn't the very high one. It was, like, kind of in the middle. Yeah, we talked about a few times. Yeah. Another two that. Russo, no. I'm sorry, Russo. That does suck. I hope it gets fixed for you. So that was cool. Other languages are so neat to me. Like, I wish I could speak every language, but there is no way. I ain't gonna be that guy that could learn a whole bunch of them. I know there was at one point, I remember reading on the internet or seeing him like talking about how he was gonna teach a class, and like it was this guy who like could speak like 10 languages or something, and like how he did it, and like ways to train your brain to learn better and shit like that. Couldn't be me. Got some frayed skinny jeans. Oh, wait. It's like really hard to draw what I'm trying to think about. It's like those distressed ones, and then sometimes they got the thingies coming off them. And they got like the lines in the inside, because it's not all the way ripped out, but it's pretty ripped. No, the Japanese one goes from N5 to N1. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about then. I think it was kind of the same for German, from what I remember him saying. My old German teacher had a PhD in linguistics. That sounds fancy. Malay. Sorry if I'm saying it wrong. Malay is my first language. I even struggle with it. English is my first and only language, and apparently even I can't do that good, so I feel you. Write better in English. That's crazy though. You know what it means? And in all seriousness, it means you're really smart. Because like, from what I understand, English is really tricky / stupid language. Like, we make up rules for the fuck of it feels like sometimes in English. And like, anyone who speaks a different language before and then learns English is like really, really smart. So, I think all you guys are really, really smart. If I'm able to learn a new language, I would. You also can. Oh, I see. If I'm able to learn a new language, so can you, Seth. I thought you were saying like Sparog was your other language. I was like, what the fuck is Sparog? I can definitely tell. Me no smart. No, you are smart. You are smart. And then there's bitches like me, the Americans that can't even speak English. Seth, you seem smart. I bet you know math. I do know math. I'm really good at math. But I don't think that makes me smart. It means I can't count. But, you know, I don't think I'm very super smart anyway, I should say. Because, like, I can't learn another language. Or at least, I haven't been able to. And that makes me sad. Because I really want to. I just haven't done it. And, like, if I, like, locked in and tried a little bit more at Japanese, I could probably learn something. But it's just like, damn. I wish I knew another language, just, like, without having to learn it. Like, I want to absorb it like Starfire. Like, I kiss somebody, boom, I know that language now. You know? Math is easy. And it's also because I get to practice it every single day at work. You know how much math goes on in a bank? It's a lot. Oh, I fall asleep. Wow. Suddenly everyone's so ready to be a Velgar. I mean, no. Ugh. Oh. Ah, fuck, I keep opening the tablet menu on accident. I don't even know if it shows up on stream that I keep accidentally doing that or not. Like 2 or 3 at math at bank. Yeah, 2 or 3 math at the bank tops. So where you are right now with Japanese, where I was like 3 years ago, passively trying to learn it, putting up an effort every once in a while. For my trip, I struggled to maintain effort, so I signed up for the one-on-one lessons. Yeah. It does sound like that's really what I should do if I want to get serious. But also, like, I'm not planning on going to Japan anytime soon. So in my mind, it's always like, do it when you, like, are gonna go. But it's like, when am I gonna go then? Line starts here. We're gonna make Saphyre a multi-language streamer. Yeah, everyone teach me how to say hi in a different language. Let's start with that. I know. Here, I'll start with English. Hello. I'm so stupid sometimes, Jesus. Oops. Alright, he's got the Converse on. Hola. Ha, that one's easy. I got this one. Oh boy. Selamat Malam. Selamat Malam. Salami. Yo, Nichijo. What? A Nichijo reference in the year 2025? Cool. Now let's start adding details, because that's where the shit comes out for these scene kids. It is an actual language. I know it's an actual language. I just can't fucking say it. Did I say it right even? Hello, Kazuchi. Welcome in. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, Jose. That's... hold on. You put the phonetics, and then I can say it right. Otherwise, I'm just being offensive, right? Selamat pagi. Was that correct, or am I saying the vowels wrong? To be fair, I think that was more of me saying it was Nietzsche. Oh, pfft. God damn it, Muffin. Chush. Wait, is that Russian? What is that? What language is that, Jose? Chush. Close enough. Hell yeah. Polish. Oh! I didn't know you were Polish. The Pagyon was actual Nishijo. God damn it, guys. I don't know what's happening anymore. Yeah. Hell yeah. We love this shit. Say, are you? Yeah, actually, that's my question too. Are you Polish or you just speak Polish? Oh, you're learning. Oh. Fuck yeah, man. Get your bread. Get your Polish bread. I know for a while my family thought we thought we were Polish, but it was a smudge on the records and we're not actually Polish. Which is how I learned that I needed German for my heritage shit and not fucking Polish. Well, you best watch Nietzsche. I have seen Nietzsche, Joe. I just don't know what's happening. Salve. Good friend poem might help you learn. When I started, both of my younger siblings are mistaken for different ethnicities. Wait, so it's like they see you guys together and they all think you're like different ethnicities? That's wild. I know when people see my brother and I, like, no one knows what ethnicity we are, but like that never ever comes up in convo for us, I guess. But like, at least they always know that like we're related because my brother and I look pretty alike. You wanna learn curse? Fuck yeah, I do. Hit me with that shit. I need more curse words. The English ones have lost their flair. What? Hold on, I got one for Risu. Puta. Salve means hi in Latin. Does it now? Latin's also cool, but it's also like I was told it's a dead language. You don't need to learn that one. But like I feel like people actually still do study Latin. My brother got mistaken for Native American, and my sister gets mistaken for Vietnamese. Oh wow, that is quite the jump, huh? Reminds me of this one Ramsey song. If you're annoyed, you can say Bobby R. Clow. Bobby R. Clow. Bobby R. Clow. I had a feeling you were gonna say that. Ya puta bodega. Supunga pin. And bodega. Almost got slapped back in high school for asking someone what it meant since it didn't taste. Pungo Supin, yeah. Pungo Supin and bodega. Ay por el amor de sa. Aww. Macau Hijao is a recent one. Macau Hijao. Oh boy, hold on. Macau Hijao. Macau Hijao. Punga Supin. 90% of the test. Hell yeah. Let's go. Okay, here we go. Oops. Do these school clothes. Oops. Yeah. Hell yeah. Now we getting it. Now we cooking. This is also the point where I'll be screaming that shit and your parents come in like, what the fuck are they saying? You get off that dirty channel. That you are now a master of Malay. Hell yeah, brother. For my brother, it was because he grew his hair past his shoulders. My sister worked at a jewelry store. Oh. Oh no. What have I done? Macau Jiao. I have nothing. I was like, I could teach them how to swear in English, and I'm like, I fucking do that every time I stream. God, I'm such a sailor mouth. It's fine. Who gives a fuck? I fucking don't. Colors. Oh, you know, before I do those, I actually should, like, we should woo his skin and eye colors before... Oops. So let's see. I have so When are we doing Spanish 101? I don't know. That would be a good stream, huh? Like, Mom, this anime person, I definitely didn't teach her anything. I'm God and I've created man. No, you didn't. You fucked up a perfectly good monkey. Look at it. It's got anxiety. Yeah. The same energy as that. Macawi Chow! Or it's like that one meme where the kid's like, you want me to put my cat on the mic? And he just starts screaming the word meow into the mic, and everyone's like, shut up! Let's see, is this like Simon's skin color? We'll see in a sec here, I guess. Should he be paler? I don't know. Whoops. Also, I don't want his hair to be gray like that. I want it to be black, but like I couldn't see the lines when I made it black, so. But your lord, that. Really, okay, I'm gonna imitate cat and voice chat. Nat one. True. Meow! Meow! What the fuck are you doing? Stop! Meow! Oops, there we go. Meow! Meow! Jesus Christ! Meow! If we wanted Simon to be a little cuntier, I'd put fishnet in the holes in his pants. Because I know I definitely did that a few times. Like blood on the dance floor type shit. I hate the fact that I have to wait another day so the technician can do more maintenance. God. Yeah, I feel like they did that to you last time where like they kept like being like, oh yeah, we have to come back. I feel like that's just them trying to delay it because they don't actually know what's wrong. And they're trying to figure it out. Oh. That's the kind of energy that gives. Whenever the technician's like, yeah, I gotta come back tomorrow, I'm missing a part. It's like, they're in their truck trying to Google it and see what the fuck's wrong. That's the energy I get from it. Trying to delete. You have no idea how painfully accurate that is. God. The kind of thing is happening at work right now. Like when the alarms is broken, like it keeps going off randomly, which, as you can assume at a bank, the alarms are pretty fucking important. And so, like, every time I was like, hey, the alarm's randomly going off, they'll come out and be like, it's not going off right now. Did we fix it? And I have to be like, no, you didn't. And then they leave because they think it's fine. And then it goes off, and then I have to send them another ticket being like, the alarm is still broken. Please come back. It's been, like, weeks now, and they still haven't fixed it. At least the cops don't show up for this one. Because it's like, I've let them know at least, like, hey, that alarm's broken. If you get that code, that one's not real. The other codes are definitely still real, though. But that one's because it's broken. I also think for the main part of Nothing But a Regular Ordinary, for Simon's like homeworld stuff, I want it to take place somewhere in the Appalachian Mountains. I feel like the weird shit will have an easier time happening there. I called support tech and they told me the device where the network's connected is being messed up. Told me they're gonna do maintenance. Your network fine. Seems it's not only me. Okay, well that's good. If it's like a known issue, then you have the peace of mind knowing that they're definitely working on it because you're not the only one asking them to fix it. That's like good to have that peace of mind. Oh boy, okay, here's the moment of truth where we try and decide what color eyes Simon gets in his rework. This blue look kind of good. This blue look kind of fine. Whoops. Shit, is he getting like light blue eyes? Oh, shit. Whoops. I don't know. Is he getting light blue eyes? I think that kind of works. Here's the problem with known issue. Oh boy. Last time I ever had an HP laptop, it died 14 months after purchase because of a known issue with the motherboard. Oh. So naturally, they only had a 12-month warranty on it. Ew. That's kind of HP being a dog shit, though, isn't it? A little bit of that has to be them just being awful. Refuse purchase HP. Yeah, to me, I don't know. My grandma had an HP computer, and it always felt like really cheap whenever I touched it. So I also don't get HPs. Completely different reason, but like, I feel you. I also don't want HPs. I feel like this would also be Nothing But a Regular Ordinary is one of those shows or books or whatever where they have different outfits. Like, it's not just one outfit. Like, they can have different ones. Disgusting, yeah. I cut it on the time because it was one of the only ones I could afford. Valid. Very valid. Yeah, nowadays, we'd rather just not have a laptop than have an HP. Very valid. Very, very valid. Mm-hmm. Bow, bow, bow. Oh boy, now we get to try and decide colors. Obviously, it's a lot of blacks. Simon and I are both scene kids. That's how we roll. Scream for my ice cream. Tell me all your dirty dreams. What did I just do? Nothing, apparently. Just because they know it's a known issue, don't assume that they're gonna work on it. Sometimes a known issue costs them less than the fix. Oh my god. That's some really gross, like, corporate talk shit. I hate that. I have a better way to do. A lot of companies that just get fined for doing something scummy and awful. And there's fines that are like 1/100th of the money that they make doing. Oh my god, you're so right though. It is gross, like what they can and will get away with. Ugh. Let's see, I don't know if I want that to be like reds. Kind of want it to be like that. Some purples. He's gonna be really Halloween flavored, which again, he's a character for me, so I guess that checks out. He doesn't have to be a good design, he has to be a design I like. You should also do this. If you're an artist and you want like just a little something something, just design a character just for you. Fuck it if it isn't a quote unquote good design. It's for you. Just let yourself do whatever. Going off. Abarisu. Good luck out there, man. Bye. Nice. Oh, hell yeah. It's for me. Take care, Saf. Everyone else, yeah. I need someone to babysit me. Everything needs to be good. On an unrelated note, this stream is like ASMR. Watching a painter in a tavern as. Yeah. I know, I was trying to find some music that, like, would suit him, because I definitely didn't want, like, the same shit that I usually have on for art streams. And, like, I guess this guitar kind of works. Kinda, sorta. What I really wanted was something like you would find, like, early 2000s teen movie, alt rock, soft something. But it's really hard to look for that when my words come out like that. Watching a painter who is also a little bit of a gremlin. Yeah, it's true. Slightly gremlinisms. Very slight. Oops. I think I made the pencil too small. We'll have to go in with the lasso too and make my own squares. Throw it away, forget yesterday. We'll make the great escape. They say they don't owe us anyway. Some slight copium. Oh, wait, what do you mean? What mean? By the Pope, she's making something that looks alive. Capture thy bruh. I don't think any of my art looks alive. I haven't drawn realism in so long. Who knows if I even could anymore. I kind of stopped practicing realism when I realized that I could make a living / make money off of doing stylized stuff. That's when I kind of stopped. Okay, so the white skinny jeans are kind of working for him. I kind of like it like that. Live enough to make me never mind. No, I feel you. I feel you. I love Simon. Every inch of him. He's the character I made just for me. So I get you. Ah, I think I might leave the white skinny jeans. It kind of works for him. I do want to make the hair the color like that I actually want it to be though. Again, I did the gray so I could like fucking see the lines, so I know how I styled it. But like, can we? Oh, that's the wrong layer. Can I select the gray bits and make it the color that I want it to be? Throw it away, forget yesterday. We'll make the great escape. Na, 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 na. They say they don't owe us anyway. Like the nails, me too. Yas. Alright, cool. So that'll work for like, to give the vibe of what his school clothes are, right? Like I said, this is kind of like one of those ones where it's like he could have a different outfit every day kind of thing. Alright. Hello? Oh, I made 2 layers of that. Sheesh. There we go. Alright. Now, let's put some colors down for these more deity-ish robes. I don't know if I fully like them yet, but they're okay. They're okay enough for me to use for rough drafts right now. Subject to change. Just finished showing Raven all of Epic. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Got more Epic fans? Fuck yeah. You're doing God's work out there. That's good shit. We love that. I know. Cam's been making me play God of War. And so like we got to the part in the first game where it's like you have entered Poseidon's challenge and I just get in the water. Get in the water. Or I'll raise the tide so high. All of Ithaca will die. Get in the water. And he was like, it's not quite that intense. And I was like, oh, sad. You'll have to ask him if he's a fan, but at least I got him to watch all of it. Hell yeah. Good shit. Spread it more. I haven't played the original God of War since the PS3 was new. I didn't realize, I guess, like, Cam was such a big fan. He was like, nah, you gotta play God of War now. Because as soon as I told him, like, I was getting, like, interested in the Greek mythos and stuff, and he was telling me some other friends were telling me shit. He was like, alright, cool, so you're playing God of War now. I'm like, I don't have God of War. I don't know if I want to try it. And he's like, I have all of them. You're playing it. I was like, alright, yeah, fuck me. Okay. Sorry, I think after, because I know it was also kind of a return for when I made him play all of the Devil May Cry games. Because Devil May Cry 5 was coming out, and I was super excited for it. And he's like, I've never heard of that. And so I sat him down and I made him play all the other ones. The real ones, not DMC. Not that pile of dog shit. But we'll back and try it out again. I have thoughts and feelings for the first God of War that he's been making me play. And from what I understand, it's the first one. Again, he has them all, and he's like, we're playing this one, and this one, that one, and then there's this remake and that one. I was like, okay, just, you tell me which one, you sit here and tell me when I get lost. Still kind of want to get the content. I've been hearing the new one was really good. Another bit detached from the... Okay, yeah, he says that I'm not going to play the original, or not the original, the new one. Because in the new one, he's Norse. And it's not the Greek gods anymore, it's all the Norse gods. He's like, yeah, it's kind of stupid. I was like, oh, okay, so we're not playing that one? He's like, absolutely not. So him being the fan that he is, told me that the newest one is pretty dog shit too. And I guess they're also making another God of War where it's going to be the Egyptian gods next. And I'm like, quit rebooting the fucking story. Let Kratos die. It's all he wanted. Like, I learned that within the first 5 minutes of playing this God of War, is that Kratos just wanted to die. That's all he wanted. It was like, you know what, fuck this shit, I'm out. And here he is, still going. Still kicking. feel like I want some of this to definitely be black, so let's get that color going, I guess. Man too angry to die and fight gods, basically. Yeah. Oh, but like my main like feelings on the first God of War that we're playing right now is like, I don't think it's bad. I do hate how the game is like constantly trying to make me feel stupid though. Like, there'll be times where it's be like, I'll get like stuck somewhere and I won't know where to go. And then Cam will have to be like, you just gotta grab the rope. And I was like, where's the fucking rope? And it's like an object in the foreground that I didn't know was an object. Like, it'd be like, yeah, jump and grab the rope. And it's like, there was no indication that I was to jump and grab the rope. Like, I'm not one of those people that's like, it needs to glow yellow, but like, damn, anything, any hint to be like, did you know that Kratos grabs, like, press A to grab the rope? Nothing like that. We were running, there was no tutorial, and then it was just, I got stuck, and then Cam's like, well, grab the rope. I was like, what rope? Heard the ending was more that he killed off the Greek gods, so he moved to the other lands. Oh. From what I understand from just playing the first game as much as I have, that doesn't fucking make any sense, but I guess I'll come back to you when I got more info, yeah? Like when I play some more. That's why there's yellow stuff, classic. No, you don't understand. It was actually dog shit. You remember that this was predates the glowing yellow stuff by many years. Yeah, and that's fine. Like, once I knew that that was how we were going, sure. But like, no, picture it. Like, you're playing a game. You're a couple hours in. There's been some platforming, sure. There's been a few jumps, right? But they never once said to, like, grab ropes and swing across. They never once said, did you know you can interact with, like, objects in the foreground? No. None of that. The game for the 2.5 hours maybe before that was go here, kill everything in your way. Like, there was jump a few times, but there was nothing that was like grab a rope and swing. It was just so out of nowhere. And then the game was just like, huh, how could you not know? And I was like, what the fuck do you mean? How could I not know? You didn't even know by the look of it. Ah. My point is more that they hadn't really had the experience of better show the objects are interactable. Okay. This doesn't make me any less pissy though, I'll be real. I was so annoyed. And it didn't help either that Cam was sitting there being like, fucking idiot, grab the rope. I was like, fuck you, you've played this game before. I don't know. I didn't know. Like, it'll just be like, just do this. But there was like no clue or hint or even like indication that I could do that. Ugh. Like, I didn't know I could swim until I accidentally fell in the water. And I was like, oh shit, he can swim. And like, the combat's fun. But they're like, Kratos having the ability to just instant kill some enemies is pretty funny to me also. Like, you can mash square or square triangle to do a cool combo, or if you're just tired of fighting that thing, hit circle. My mute, it's literally just like, she's Calm down, man. Take the dose of bruh. I'm sipping my water though. The real fun part is when you look all the way back at some of the NES games that had those issues. Oh my god. Yeah, true. Yes, we could be playing a way worse game. It's true. I should think of it like that, where it's like it could be worse. But I am gonna be excited once I finish the first one. Cam has told me I'm like maybe an hour or two away from finishing the first God of War, which is pretty exciting news. Because as much as I have been bitching about it, I am excited to like play some of the better ones, I guess. Laughs in Persona 3. I love Persona 3. Samesies. Baby, 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 yeah, oh yeah, da 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 da, baby, baby, da 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 da, oh yeah, da 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 da, baby, baby, da 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 da. Mass destruction. Oh yeah. Persona 3 is still my favorite Persona game. It's all fun and games. The Fuka heals that endgame boss. No, are we gonna crack open the can of worms that is... What is it? What was that fucker's name? Darkside Phil? Did you ever watch him play Persona 3? I watched the highlight reel. I watched him rage quit on Nyx. Because, 1, he brought 2 healers to that fight. And 2, he refused to read. Holy shit. Do we know about Darkside Phil? Or is that, like, forgotten internet lore? I can't even... Well, maybe not forgotten. I think he still streams. You can go to the prison cell that he escaped from, and the only way to progress the game is to go to a specific tile next to an ordinary wall tile. Pause, inspect, and to talk to... What the fuck? How is he a game journalist? Wait, no. I don't... Wait, is Darkside Phil a game? It would check out. But no, like, I know Darkside Phil as that one streamer guy who is, like, painfully stupid. And, like, what is it? It's like he always complains about how his viewers don't give him enough money. And, like, on Patreon, like, so he opened a Patreon and, like, the viewers were able to, like, pay to, like, get a game picked. And so, like, they paid enough for him to play Persona 3. And so, like, it was literally a game his Patreons were paying him to play, and he rage quit on the final boss and didn't finish it, saying that it was dog shit and impossible to beat. Like, the game had unfair mechanics and this and that. And everyone was like, you're playing on easy, and you brought 2 healers to Nyx. So it was just like, bruh. Like, bring 1 healer. Because there was just no way to... man. Like, he didn't understand when it was just like, Moonlight Veil, don't attack. Bruh. That's just rage bait. Oh my god. It's just how older games were designed. Ugh. Whatever you're describing, Muffin, it reminds me of, like, the Five Nights at Freddy's 3, how to get the good ending, quote unquote. Some of the shenanigans in that. Better play Destiny so people can't figure out. Yeah, it's also true. I remember Dino Crisis, they didn't tell you where to even go. Oh. I never played Dino Crisis. The oldest games I can remember playing was like, it was one of the very first Sonic games. It was on the Sega. I remember playing that one. And then it was like Silent Hill 1, Resident Evil 2. I remember playing those. Those are probably the oldest ones I got though, in my mind. The Easter egg puzzle too. People figured out immediately, but only because someone data mined it. Yeah. No, I always had that thought too, where it was like, where like I have to look up a guide for anything. I'm just like, how did someone just fucking figure this out? But then I guess, like you're saying, probably, maybe they data mined it or something. It just always like was like, how the fuck did you figure this out? Creators are like, okay, you did the solution, but how are you supposed to figure it out? This one was fine being stupidly difficult since it was just an Easter egg, but yeah, apparently it took people like 7 years. Oh my god. The solution was so dead simple. Yeah. Sometimes they just were like, people were just like, you're thinking too hard. I hear that a lot. You're thinking too hard. Like, I want there to be a lot of colors, but I just don't know what colors yet, so I'm just kind of blocking it in with grays, it looks like right now. Who knows? Maybe the monochrome would stay. I do want him to have, like, this really elegant feeling when he's in these clothes. Not elegant. Ethereal? Is that maybe the word I'm looking for? Probably. The puzzle was jumping through a bunch of holograms in a specific order to unlock something. The way you were supposed to figure out the order was each hologram hummed a different tone, and you had to jump through them in the order of the whole Halo theme song. Holy shit. I would have never figured that out. Good lord. I mean, yeah, it sounds simple though when you explain it. But like, damn. Deaf people playing the game like, oh, come on. Like, the fuck is this? Oops. Oops. Sometimes I just like looking at him, I guess. Just pause and just stare at him. Oops. Mr. Truly. Shut up. It is definitely a treat, just as an artist, or if you're into like making OCs and stories, to just be like, fuck it, this is for me. That I don't care. This is not. I like this. It's for me. It's cringy. Ew, that's embarrassing. Shut up. Do you see how cool he looks? See how fucking fine he is? Fuck. Hold on. Wait a minute. almost reminds me of Shu. Like that. Are you thinking of like the Niji Sanji VTuber? Because I had that thought too once I put that orange in his hair. Is crunchy. Look, if bear thine eyes upon yonder field and pray tell where thou see who the fuck ass. That's a fucking good one, Muffin. Holy shit. Oh, God. I know that, like, some of the... Because then in his, like, main story world, there was a bunch of, like, timelines and stuff that go through. Kind of inspired, like, Higurashi, how we're doing it. Where some of them get really fucked up. But, like, all the keys that are on him are, like, the different timelines. And, like, if he finds a bad one, he, like, locks it so it doesn't happen again. Or he tries to. Because if a character finds a key that, like, would open one of these, and it doesn't even have to be a door. Like, if the key opens something that isn't supposed to, or, like, it opens something... Because, like, if he's the world order deity, there's also, like, the chaos one. I like to think that the chaos one leaves these keys out for the other characters to find, and if they find them before Simon does, they open it up, and that's the fuckery that happens in that timeline, and Simon has to fix it, lock it up, do something else. That reminds you? What does it remind you of? Should I do golds here? I'm not usually a gold girly, but maybe it'll work for him. Like a really pale gold though. Hinamizawa is based in the village of Shirakawa-go, which apparently has an even smaller population than Hinamizawa. Yeah. I was talking about it a little bit earlier, like, whenever I do go to Japan, that's one of the places I really wanted to go, was to that village. The village seems like it's a really big fan of Higurashi. Which I guess makes sense. They're probably bringing in a lot of tourists. Giving a little economy boom to the little village. Looking at it for you. Yay, thank you. You just want to sightsee some iconic locations. I don't know. I'd like to see... What is it? There was like a temple that I saw once where somebody's like, if you want to go to Japan and see some like cultural stuff, you don't have to go to Tokyo. And it was like, it's a train ride away from Tokyo and you can go there during the day and just like to kind of see like the other side of Japan that isn't like Tokyo downtown. Which seemed really cool too. My other thing with like, one of the things that I'm really scared about if I ever do get to go to Japan is like, I'm really scared I'm gonna be rude somehow. Like I'll like go somewhere where I'm not supposed to, like go to a temple and they're like, this is for Japanese people only, what the fuck are you doing here? And I'll have to be like, sumimasen, I'm so sorry. Ugh. Or I'm gonna mispronounce something and call someone a whore or something. And I'll just be like, oh no, I'm gonna die. I'm also scared I'm just gonna get arrested for something I didn't do. Because I know, like, their stuff is very, like, guilty until proven innocent kind of thing. As far as I know, Kyoto is better for seeing cultural stuff. True. True, true. There's like, it was like a specific little town or something. I thought it started with an N. I could be very wrong though. When I want to like do some like detail ornate stuff, I just kind of scribble on the sketch. Because if you zoom out, it's gonna look fine. Yo. Nagoya? No. I don't think that was it either. I could be dumb though, for all I know. I was there for my trip. We never once had an encounter with police or anything like that. I'm good. The scribbles work. Yes, I told you. Man, and the white pants kind of work for this one too. I don't know, man. Yeah, the more monochrome I think helps him a lot. Because I know in like, so this is Simon 3.0, right? I know in Simon 2.0, I had a lot of reds going on in his outfit. Like, hold on. Yeah. So, I mean, it was black, white, and then reds. Whereas this one is, like, orange for accessories, pale gold, and then, like, shades of gray. Which I think works fine, too. I really like the pale gold. I'm glad I did that. I'll need to make some more ornate design here on the more finalized version. We're still just kind of sketching around. Let's see, I should put, maybe I should do like, hold on. I want to see like where the white ends. See, I want to more define his silhouette, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a solid color behind him so we can see where the white clothes are. That might not be a right kind of color. Where is it? I had to also keep this visible. This is like my favorite color of orange, so that's why it's gonna be all over him. There we go. So we can like see the silhouette better. That's all I wanted. Oops, I did it again. God damn it. Focus, Sap, focus. I love him. Pale gold and orange kind of reminds me of Altus Plateau for me. Hell yeah. Good. Also good. Did you ever go to the DLC? No, I haven't yet. I'm sorry. No, because I really wanted to finish like Elden Ring before I went there, and I just haven't played Elden Ring much. Shit happened. I'm sorry. I eventually will probably go back to it, play it some more. I just don't know when, because now Digimon came out. That's kind of like the That's kind of like the big game right now for me. We still have to finish Crystar. God damn it. Still haven't done that. Okay, I understand. You're missing out. It's so good. I know it's so good. Ugh. I know, and then Mango was telling me too how there's like an actual butterfly spell in there. I was really excited to try. Just haven't done it yet. Alrighty. So there we go. That's gonna be his design, I think. I think I like that, so it might just stay that. I like the look of that a lot. I might change some shit around. Maybe make it a bit more clear. But at least the design is done of him. Out of curiosity, looked up how far Kawagoe is from Tokyo. Apparently it's a 5.5 hour drive, car without traffic, or a 2.5 hour bullet train ride. Then 2 or 3 hours of local bus and oof. So no matter what, you're looking at like 5 hours of travel. That's rough. Damn. But I mean, like, there's other like larger cities you could stay at and still go to that one, right? Or I guess if you're planning on doing that one, you gotta plan like your whole day is gonna be like that's your play for the day. Alright, now I do just kind of want to sketch around a little bit, like trying to draw him in some different poses, positions, that kind of shit. So, also, like, doing this can help you with your character design, too. Or simplifying it if you feel like it needs to be simplified, or just seeing, like, what you do. Because now I'm going to be trying to draw him a lot. And if something is uncomfy, my body will just... Or, not my body, like, muscle memory of being an artist for as long as I have been one will kind of take over and, like, change it how it needs to be changed for me to want to draw it, if that makes sense. Like, if you design a character... What's an example? Like, say you design a character and his hair is like that. Like, here's an ear, here's an eye, here's the mouth. But, like, every time you go to draw him, you find yourself, like, subconsciously, like... bending the hair differently, then this obviously isn't going to work, and you need to change it to, like, does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. I think it does. Like, if you train your body good enough to know how to draw, eventually it'll start, like, subconsciously making the decisions for you. And your designing will get easier and better and better. Oops, that's the wrong thing. Oh yeah, and then where does that... It's like up on here. I wanted that in the back to be like this. Also, yeah, I didn't draw the back of that outfit yet either. Whoopsie. But I wanted it to be... You bring the corsets, but I'll bring the cinches. No one wants a vest over 9 inches. Probably should plan like a nearby place for 2 days minimum. Yeah, that makes sense. Otherwise, it's a flower to get their flowers back. That's 10 hours on transit. It's true. It's true. Muscle memory help. Sorry. I realized my head was covering some of that as I was like doodling it. Tee. But that's fine. You guys also got to stare at Simon's face. So who's the real winner here? Maybe some expressions. I also do like, there is like one timeline where Simon kind of snaps. I like that one. Crazy, I know. Me liking a deranged character. What? Me making a character deranged just so like there's making him deranged to really make sure that when he's deranged it gets more deranged because he's a god. What? Me? Nah. What? Hold on, we can make this one better. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's that good shit. I have to keep looking at the reference because I'm not used to his hair yet. He's really messed up Saph. Yeah. Listen. A little bit of trauma. A little bit of angst really adds depth, I'm telling you. Also, I like how every time I irradiate Simon, he gets higher heels. Because I love a man in high heels. Little bit of trauma. You reminded me. Listen. Yeah. A little bit of trauma as a treat. As a treat. Man, I have no idea how I'm gonna draw his hair from the back. That's a good question. Or how the fuck does that thing work from the back? Okay. Measure all his keys on that side. That side it has those things. From what I've heard, one of the first things professors often teach aspiring writers is being poor is not an interesting character trait. Yeah. No, what was it? We definitely got a lesson like that in animator college. Like, I don't remember the exact words, but basically my takeaway was you can't give him an eye patch because you think it's cool. You also can't give him an eye patch because you don't want to draw the other eye. So I really like that idea too, is that like if he's gonna have a scar, there should be a reason he has a scar, not because it looks cool. But I feel like that one can be a little bit subjective, I guess. But I could though, I really could. Chekhov's gun type situation. Also true. Also true. I remember there was one class, it was one of the 3D modeling classes where it was kind of like character modeling 101, right? Like you're a really introductory character modeling class where we're using 3D softwares instead of the 2D things. Like even 2D people, even 2D focused people like me took this intro to 3D class, right? We were doing this and it was the first, like, okay, make your character. And like we were all making like really simple characters. Like the character I made was like something along the lines of, then he had like a coat on. Right, like that was like, alright, that's my character I'm gonna model, right? Like it wasn't anything crazy. But this one guy, he also had like a really simple, I would say chibi-esque kind of character. And like we were presenting, like, it wasn't like the final, but it was kind of like one of those like, alright, we're halfway to the deadline. Let's check your progress. And I remember this one guy presenting, he was making a girl. The most detailed breasts you have ever seen on a projector, probably. And like, we're all like, wow, you're pretty far. Like, the body was there, but like, you could tell that, like, he had spent a good amount of time on the breasticles, you know? The nips, very defined. Very realistic. Which stood out also because it was definitely a cartoon character. And then one of the professors like gave him shit, and he was like, well, I was putting details in because this anatomy and that and that and this and that. And the professor's like, the fact that we're halfway to the deadline and yours is so unfinished, like, I don't know why you bothered modeling in the areolas when your character doesn't even have fingers yet. Like, and sure enough, I finally took my eyes away from the nipples, and like his character had like oven mitt hands. I was like, bruh. Like, get everything roughly laid out. It was just like so awkward. He's like, the professor being like, I just don't understand why you gave it nipples but not fingers. Why did you give it nipples and not fingers? That's the Saphyre quote of the day. My man, stop. God damn. Okay, but like, he would have got you though if the professor didn't point out. Yeah, true. Because I would have just been staring at her breasts too. I was like, damn, those are real. Those look really real. Would have been none the wiser. God damn. Such a choice. One easy trick to find out how your classmates afford tuition, bruh. What if I'm poor, hungry, and have a chicken for... What? Sassel teacher, I will not shame someone for doing that. So judgmental. This was also... But this at least was a different professor than the one that told me I should give up because no one's gonna want my fucking art or whatever. Good times, good times. I want your art. Oh, hi, killer. Welcome in. The really poliola guy? Yeah. Yeah, that one. Hi, Kiki. Yeah, no. That's some Saphyre lore for killer. When I was in art college, I did have a professor tell me that I should stop wasting his time and mine because obviously I was never going to go anywhere with my art. And like, he was one of the lead animators for Roly Poly Oly, if you ever seen that show. Yeah. That was a canon event. I had two choices: drop out of art college, do art as a hobby, and never look back, or say, fuck you, I'm staying out of spite, and that's what I did. Yeah, basically, because it's like, how did some of the other professors, because like everyone else during that review of my portfolio was like, no, we like your stuff. I think he's being a bit harsh. And someone told me that like, it was like because he knew I liked anime and he thought anime was really dumb and weird and stupid. Never meet your hero. Fucking for real. What an illustrious lineage. I know, right? Ha, Raven. I forgot you were here, Raven. You're such a quiet bird. How could you possibly bear such a negative criticism from such acclaimed artiste? I know. Because let's see, as much as I bitch about art college being expensive and whatnot, like, I did get to meet some really cool people in the field. Like, I mean, like I said, like, as big of a dick as he was, it was neat that, like, he was one of the lead animators in Roly Poly Oly. Like, that was a show that was on TV kind of thing. What is it? I also got to hang out, get drinks with, oh, I forget her name. She was a storyboard artist for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The 3D one, the newer one. I've been lurking. Music games. That's fair. That's fair. I got to meet, it was during my first art job where I was a concept artist for like a small game studio. The art director for Grand Blue came in and he said he really liked my style. I'll never not let that boost me. I just find it funny. He wants to hold this high nose and act all anime art style, but all he did was animate circles. That's what I'm saying. The Roly Poly Oly guy was such an ass. Ugh. But yeah, no. I mean, him being the ass, everyone else liked my stuff. He was the only professor that was like, you're dumb and you're wasting your time. It really pissed... He was one of the 3D people, too. Because, of course, he was. He animated for Roly Poly Oly. Of course, he was going to teach 3D shit. But, like, even when I was like, yeah, I'm taking 3D classes, he was just like, fucking why? And I'm like, just to piss you off. Fuck you. Oh. Yeah, no. I can't 3D model a character. But I got really good at doing everything else. I was really good at animating them. But, like, I couldn't make the model. But there's free models out there. Get fucked. Wait, we want to curve this some more. Meet your heroes. I like how, oh wait, sorry. Like, I do know some teachers dislike some of the anime stuff for legitimate reasons, since I know some of them run across a lot of students who like anime art style as a crutch. True. Those kids who just look up some tutorial, never learned anatomy or how to structure a face, learning how to make big eyes for chibi art. Also true. True. And you can pick those kids out, and it's really easy, because, like, they can be like, yeah, mine's more of an anime style, and you can be like, okay, which one, you know? Like, that's how, like, I picked it out, because, like, it's very easy to see where mine comes from. At least to me it is. Like, which anime famous sorry, I don't know if I'm going to say it. Mangakias? Manga artist? I'm going to say it the American way. To me, it's super easy to see where mine comes from. At least to me it is. It's the kids, though, who do pick up that, like, mangaka. Yeah, that one. Mangaka. Thank you. It's very easy to see the kids who do just pick up those tutorial books and go, I'm going to be an anime artist. Because they won't know which artist they want. They don't know which one it is. And if they say Mark Crilly, you're allowed to kill him on the spot. He wrecked an entire generation of kids with his fucking art books. Christ. Mangaka. Yeah. And there was one time where I told a friend that, and they were like, what do you mean you can see where yours comes from? I was like, you'll know when I do fan art. Because, like, As soon as I do fan art of the series it came from, it's so up. It's so up. Because we do... I'm not over the way... Like, his eyes, the way he did eyes are still really ingrained in me. It's taken a lot of effort to, like, do them a different way. Like, nowadays, I would say my biggest influence is Rella. But I know, like, the core of my stuff is still very much, Let's see if I can do it. It's a little bit better now. I feel like the style isn't quite coming through as much. Ooh, that eye's a little big. It's gotten a lot better. Oh god. Good, thank god. At least it doesn't look as bad. But like when I would draw Naruto fan art, that's all I could see. I was like, oh, it looks like I'm just fucking tracing his shit. Because it's all I read. Ah! Anyway, that was fun. Boop. I used to do an anime art style. Which one? Like Dragon Ball, JoJo, Ping, Mob, Sailor, Y'all. It's the sauce, yeah. Sasuke. Sasuke. I used to do my eyes exactly the way he would do them. At least it's gotten better now. Like my eyes, I feel like, are more like Rella's. I've done so many style studies on Rella. I think I made his fingers too long. Hold on. There you go. Believe it, indeed. Dadabayo. Imagine if you asked someone that and they were all like, oh, based on Kentaro Miura, you poor soul, how do you have time to talk to me? Oh god, right? Good lord. I need to make or get a chain brush for Photoshop. I used to have one, but then the incident. Guys, I really like Simon. How much to commission you to draw me with America from Italia? Oh, killer. Hold on. I think I got this. For you, buddy, for free. Hold on. I just gotta find him. It's been so long. I don't trust me to do it from memory anymore. Oh, man. I'm just looking at all the whole Italia pictures, Jesus. I do like how every now and then I'll just be living my life and then Killer would just hit me with a thought flash bomb. It's really fun. Seth knows what I want. God, I can't. I'm laughing. Hold on. We can do this. We can think this. The thought flashbangs of like, oh my god. We could be really gremlin-y about it. Or we can draw them as buddies. Marakai chicken, Marakai chicken, Marakai chicken, Italia. Hold on. We can make you both look this. Oops. Drew his Ohoge too low. They're friends. What if I wanted to see those pictures? Don't worry, we got it. We say so. We're always say so. What do you mean? We both have. Yes, you do both have. We get. Oh my god, what if they touch? What if the Ohoges kissed? They could be a heart. If we go for a different angle at some point, the Ohoges could touch, and then these guys be like kissing. So cute. So say so. You know if Puss is on right now? On what? Methamphetamines? I'm not sure. I got you. We always say so, killer. I did look at the DMs. I wish I had better planning. I would have drawn something like this for your birthday. But then I completely lost track of time. Time is an enigma for me these last few weeks. I don't even know what day it is sometimes. The hair, yeah. But there you guys are. Being cute and shit. It's Friday in California. Yeah, I don't think that's accurate, actually, Jose. I haven't started to keep track of, especially during holiday season. It's true. It's spooky season. It's been spooky season since July 5th, though, to be honest. That's true. Oh yeah, aren't you like over that way, Killer? Yeah, Killer's gonna fact check you there. I don't think it is. It's Tuesday here. What day is it? Oh, it's Tuesday here. It's Tuesday, isn't it? Tuesday, isn't it? You know who my favorite Hetalia guy was? Prussia. Don't worry, Killer. Eventually, I'll make this nice, and then you can have it. Right now, it's a shitty sketch. I'll get back to you. No, Prussia! I didn't like Russia. I really liked Prussia, though. Oh! Yeah, don't worry. I'll get you a better looking one of these. It'll be cute. Because, like, there was another idea I wanted to draw. Malin, Killer, and I wanted to give us all, like, gala outfits, like, really fancy dresses and stuff. That's another, like, sketch idea I have that I was working on. But I was just so absorbed in redesigning Simon because I love him. And he needed a dab of new life, if you will. But yeah, I think I'm going to start wrapping it up there for the art stream, though. This was really chill. Thank you, guys. Thank you for letting me also ramble about another story that... another one of my OC lores. I'm glad you guys like Simon. It's good shit. Ah, yeah. Yes, Raven. Thank you for the stream. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thanks for hanging out. Let's see. Tomorrow, be streaming, more Digimon, I think. I don't know. I might want to draw some more, actually. Nice stream. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for being here. I love you. So we'll probably play Digimon tomorrow. If not, we'll do art. But for sure, I'll see you guys tomorrow. And then I'm going out of town, so I won't see you then until next week after tomorrow. Sad day. Fun as always. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, if I don't see you in the next one, I'll see you when I see you. Everyone have a good night. You have constructive criticism? Oh boy, let's hear it. Let's hear it before we go. Go on. Imagine if it was circles. Alright, yeah, good night everybody. Veil guards, get the fuck out. You're dismissed. I'm over this. Bye. Bye-bye.